I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Now, this is a different kind of video. I was getting requests on uploading some technical videos on Jyotish on this channel apart from the transit videos that I upload. So let's discuss on one topic that has been questioned many times, and this is a topic that is rarely discussed. And this topic is about 64th Navamsha. Now I will explain you what is 64th Navamsha and how do you have to visualize this particular angle of the horoscope. What happens when a planet transits this particular Navamsha, and when should you see that a planet transiting in this Navamsha is good for you or bad for you. All that will be shared in this video, so stay tuned till the end and you will get to know much more deeper insights about this unique concept of Jyotish. And for such videos, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. For consultations, you can drop me an email or call on the numbers that are on the screen. Also, if you want to take consultations, you can drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box below. Let's begin 64th Navamsha. Now you have to understand one special concept, that Navamsha are 9 parts of a zodiac sign. And if I see 9 and I multiply that by the number of zodiacs, 12, I'm getting 108 parts of 12 zodiac signs. That means each part with 9 zodiac sign corresponds to 12 such divisions of the sky, and if I drill down to a much deeper divisions, I get 108 Navamshas. So that is the beauty of Navamshas. I have recently done my class on Navamsha where I explained the concept of Navamsha, how to calculate it. So subscribe to this channel and subscribe to my Instagram channel where I will upload more details on the future classes. Let's start with the first house. How many divisions second house will have? Again 9. So if you reach to the end of the second house, you are coming to 18 divisions. That means the 60 degree of the sky is now divided into 18 such divisions. Come to the third house. When you come to the third house, you add 9 more. So you have 27. Fourth house, 9 more, 36. Fifth house, 45 divisions. Keep on adding number 9. Sixth house, 54 divisions. Now you come to the seventh house, 63 divisions. That means when you reach the 30th degree of the seventh house, which is approximately the end of the seventh house, and that is the point you complete your 63rd section of the sky, which is the 63rd Navamsha. I will repeat. First house has 9 divisions, second again 9. You keep on moving to the end of the 7th house and you are entering where? The 63rd position, the 63rd division, because 9 multiplied by 7 is 63. So now, come to the degrees. 30 into 7, 210 degrees. That is the sky being divided into a section of an arc that is of 210 degree, because 30 degree into 7 is 210 degree. Now when you take the further step, where are you going? You are now entering the realm of the 8th house, Ashtama Bhav. And when you are entering the realm of the 8th house, this is where the first impact of the Ashtam Bhav hits you. Do you know When you start with 210 degree of the sky, which is the end of the 7th house, and go for another 3 degree 20 minutes, you are entering the realm of 64th Navamsha. So 64th Navamsha is the Navamsha, or the section of the sky which is the first entry point of the Ashtam Bhav. And that is why 64th Navamsha brings the glimpse of the 8th house and is considered little inauspicious. Now, not all sections of the sky are inauspicious, but this section of the sky is, and if a planet is placed in this section, if a planet is placed in such a way that it is transiting 64th Navamsha, or it is in your horoscope, it will or might give you some negative results, like in its Dasha Mahadasha can give you some ailments, in certain ways it can give you certain losses. But my take is that 64th Navamsha brings you the transformation because it embraces the energies of the Ashtam Bhav. Not everybody has a bad 8th house. So when you are entering the domain of the 8th house, people fear transformation. People don't want, moon especially does not want any change in their life. That is why people are scared of this 64th Navamsha, and it is tagged as a very bad thing in the Jyotish. I know there can be ups and downs, but it's not really that bad. Let's understand. Now, first of all, I have to create a placement. I have to find a placement of the 64th Navamsha in the D9 chart. How do I cast this? See, when you create a D9 horoscope, you have 12 houses in the D9, 1 to 12. I won't go how to create the D9 Lagna. You must be knowing that, or you can do a research on that, or I will create a separate video for that. See, there are 12 such houses in the D9 chart. Start from the first house, first Navamsha. The first house, the Navamsha, according to your ascendant degree. See, you have to see your ascendant degree and the beginning point. Say you are born as Sagittarius ascendant, but you are starting with Virgo Navamsha. So you have to start with that Virgo Navamsha as the ascendant degree point, which is the start point. And now you see where the 64th Navamsha goes. That is where, with respect to the degree, because nobody is born, not everybody is born at 0 degree of a zodiac sign. You can be born anywhere between 0 to 30 degree. Therefore, your birth Navamsha can be any one of the 9 section of the zodiac. I repeat, say your ascendant is Libra. So with Libra, there are 9 such Navamshas which are fixed. You can be born in any of those 9 Navamshas, right? So you have to pick up your start point and then calculate 64 places. Now, to calculate 64 places, how you will do? Now, Navamshas are calculated at the multiples of 12. So, place 12 zodiac from Virgo, say for example in the D9 chart, move to Leo. So, you are completing 12 sections of the sky. Now, don't see zodiac, only see the divisions of the Navamsha. Now, how many divisions you get by the time you reach 63rd Navamsha? How many zodiac sign you travel? 7. Now, those 63 should be divided by 12, because these many cycles you have to repeat in the D9 chart. Every D9 chart will have 12 placements of the houses. That means after 5 full circle, that means from the first house to the 12th house of the D9, you will be able to place all the 60 such divisions of the horoscope. Why? Because Navamsha gets repeated. Say for example, Ashwini's first pada is Aries Navamsha. Rohini's first pada is also Aries Navamsha. In the same way, you will be able to reach the 60th point. That means you are now in the 12th house. Now, when you repeat the same cycle again, the 61st Navamsha will again be the same Navamsha ascendant of the D9 chart. Now, it is going a bit technical. Try to catch up with this. Try to understand. I am placing the Navamsha divisions in the D9 chart. Navamsha repeat after Pisces, again it comes to Aries. Now when I have calculated the Navamsha, after every 12 such placement, it will come back to the ascendant. It will again start with the same starting point. Let's take Virgo. So if I start with Virgo, I end up with Leo in the 12th house. The next step, that means the 13th division from your Lagna will again come to your ascendant of the D9 chart. So in such way, 5 circles will be made and you will come back to the 12th house when you complete the placement of the 60th Navamsha. In the 61st division, you end up the first house. In the 62nd, you reach the second house of the D9 chart. In 63rd, you reach to the third house of the D9 chart. And therefore, in 64th, you end up in the fourth house of the D9 chart. That means the fourth house of the D9 chart, in its heart, carries 64th Navamsha. But now again, take a theoretical example. A person born at 1 degree of Aries Lagna. Trying to keep it simple for the sake of YouTube video. That means his Navamsha Lagna will be Aries because it is the first Navamsha. Now, when you see the fourth house of the D9 chart, what do you get? You get Cancer Zodiac or Cancer Navamsha, Kark Navamsha. But if you complete the cycle 5 times, you are reaching the Kark Navamsha 5 times. It is only the 6th iteration when you reach the 64th Navamsha. So I will repeat. The 6th iteration of Navamsha placement reaches 64th Navamsha. And this is also one factor because you are now countering with the 8th house energy and the 6th house energy. Combine both of them and therefore this is considered a little malefic. That means if a planet is transiting, say Saturn transits the 4th house of the D9 chart, does it mean that it is crossing your 64th Navamsha? Not really. Because it may be crossing the first iteration or the second iteration and until the 5 iterations. They have different consequences and result. But only and only if in the main chart, your Lagna chart or your moon chart, a planet is having some energy connection to the 8th house and it crosses the 4th house of the D9 chart, or if a planet is placed in the 8th house and it is in the 4th house of the D9 chart, then it is considered to be properly placed in 64th Navamsha. Because now it is actually in the degree of the 8th house and in the 64th Navamsha placement. So now it is not only in the energy zone of the Ashtama Bhav, but it has acquired all the properties of the 8th house. So now it is embracing the 8th house and going into the depth of it. So you will see that planet under transit or in placement might give you obstacles in its Mahadasha, Antardasha. And the remedies can be seen from the horoscope, but this is one angle where you can take a hint. Now don't take this that this is the main problem. No, this is the hint. So now you see that 64th Navamsha can be anywhere between the first Navamsha of the 8th house to the 9th Navamsha of the 8th house, depending upon the number of Navamsha of the Lagna. Same thing can be done with moon. 4th house from the moon in the D9 chart is the 64th Navamsha with respect to the moon in your D1 chart. Now, for people who find it difficult, now if you are watching this till now and you are interested to know in a more simpler terms, I repeat my sentence here. If a planet is 8th house from the moon, 8th house from the Lagna, and it is in the 4th house of the D9 chart, means it is in 64th Navamsha. And if a transit happens in such a way that a transit is happening in your 8th house from moon or ascendant, and when it crosses 4th house from the moon or ascendant in the D9 chart, that means it is transiting the 64th Navamsha, and that small duration until the planet crosses the 3 degree 20 minutes can be little difficult. Now the remedies means, obviously the horoscope remedies will work, but in a simpler terms, chanting Om Namah Shivaya and Mahamrityunjay mantra is an excellent way to manage the energies. So I hope you like this video. This is a very technical video, but I tried to explain in a very simpler terms. Lot more can be discussed. If possible, I will try to do a webinar on 64th Navamsha and 22nd Rekard. These are very core technical topics. I hope you like this video, and if you want such more such videos on this channel, subscribe, stay connected.